My name is Mark Searle. I'm CEO of Kinamik Data Integrity, and we're proud to be a graduate circle presenter this year after winning the Judge's Choice Award last year in this track. Glad to be back. Kinamik Data Integrity is a venture-backed enterprise software company. We work in the data security space, and as you can tell from our name, we're in the data integrity assurance business. Specifically, what sets us apart from everybody else who's doing data integrity assurance is our ability to provide data integrity assurance on massive streaming data. Today, data doesn't come in convenient files all the time. It comes in streams from all over the place, and we provide real-time data integrity assurance at a granular level of individual records. And this is applicable to not just log data, but also things like digital video surveillance, call detail records. Essentially, all of the trends in the enterprise today, from cloud computing to mobility to everything else, means that more and more data is coming from more and more places and going to more and more places. And this dynamic creates vulnerabilities and opportunities for people to meddle with that data, to falsify it in some way, to add records, delete records, or modify records. And this fact prevents enterprises from meeting compliance requirements to execute their investigations and to detect fraud. So for example, this is a real world case. A global fast food chain is interested in pushing all their PCI data to a secure cloud provider, and they discovered that couldn't find a secure cloud provider that could provide audit trail security to meet the requirement. We're actually in conversation now and in contract negotiation with a cloud provider to solve this problem. In fact, the same case has come up with some pharma companies we're aware of where they'd love to push their clinical trial data into the cloud, and they're subject to CFR 21 requirements. Same problem occurs. Why is it that it's really important to secure the audit trail, the record of everything that's happened to your data? Well, because today in the world of hacking, erasing your tracks has become a standard practice. After you do something evil to data, you cover your tracks and you erase the record of it. That creates a problem across a wide variety of industries. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, the solution is immutable audit data. One of the thought leaders at IBM is Jeff Jonas. He's written about us and singled us out as an important technology that needs to see the light of day and should be applied in a wide variety of industries. What sets us apart, I've already talked about a little bit, but I'll go into a little bit more detail here. There are a few technologies out in the world that people are using to assure data integrity. Things like hashing files and using timestamps to assure the actual time the data was created. But what these technologies all share in common is high CPU intensity. And the high CPU intensity means that they're applied to files rather than individual records, and they're applied after the fact, not in real time. So if you think about streaming data, you have to cut off the stream, call that a file, and then sign it, as opposed to signing in real time. So all of our patented technology is around getting that same level of data integrity assurance with such low CPU intensity that you can apply it in real time to the stream of data as it arrives. And that turns out to be really valuable for a lot of people. Which people, you're going to ask? Well, what we've found is that the highly regulated industries are the first place that people have gotten really excited about what we're doing. So government agencies, financial services. In fact, BJ, we're talking to some guys at IBM in North Carolina already, early stage conversations. But we've gotten a great reception there. And what do they want to use it for? Well, you've got the compliance. As I said, you have to support investigations. If you need to go to court on your data, you're going to have to prove that it's authentic. And of course, there is always actual, being secure and catching fraud and detecting and deterring it. The good news for Kinamik is that we've already started to populate these squares with paying customers today. Better news is that these are very large categories. Every one of these intersections represents multiple billions of dollars being spent every year. You might ask yourself, though, how is a small company going to go to market when these categories are all dominated by big customers? IBM's B of A is a great example. B of A said, we love your product. We don't want to buy it from you because you're a small startup. Bring it to us with a system integrator. So we're doing a lot of channel development. We have channel partners already on 4 continents. Easy to say you're doing channel development. I'm going to give you some examples. One example is Accenture. Accenture tested our product for about 2 months, and then in 2010 launched their cybersecurity offering. This is a screenshot from their online video where they listed their 16 preferred cybersecurity technologies. And now when they're doing RFP answers on cybersecurity projects. They're including us as part of their technology suite. On the OEM side, we've identified 4 different categories, each multi-billion-dollar category with rapid growth, where we've been able to insert our technology into existing solutions. Cloud providers and platforms, as well as identity and access management, SIEM, and lawful intercept. Last year, we were a pre-revenue company at Under the Radar. Over the course of the year, as I said, we've started to build out a customer and partner base. Next month, we're going to be delivering version 2.0, which will meet the requirements for a large pipeline of customers that we've been talking to over the time since last year. Most of the executive team we've put in place in the last year. We have a really world-class team with experience in startups going from 0 to over $150 million, as well as in large companies. And so if I just sum it all up, we've got a really exciting opportunity. We've got a great team, differentiated, patented technology solving an important problem. We've got technology in the marketplace. We've won a number of awards, most proudly the 2010 Under the Radar Judge's Choice in the Compliance and Security track, which brought us back here this year. And we look forward also to talking to any of you about being customers or partners. So thank you very much.
Great, thank you.